Hi, I'm Simon from Motodrome, and today we're going to take a drive of this 1995 Discovery 300 TDI Camel Trophy event car. We'll start by showing you start up on the dash and stuff, then we'll do a bit of videoing under the bonnet, and lastly we'll take it for a run. Hope you like it. Okay, quick video of start up and idling on this Discovery Camel Trophy. All light ignition light come on as they should, as does the cold start light, although we don't need that because we've just been out for a run. Starts instantly and settles down to a nice idle. And as you say, we've just been out for a run and the temperature is sitting just below the halfway point. Next up, we'll show you under the bonnet. Actually, while we're here, just move over here and see some of these controls here. This is the original Terra Trip. Previous owner said it works intermittently. I must admit I haven't seen it working at all, but you don't really need them these days, but it's a nice thing to have. And then you've got your fog lights, your spotlights and your work light there, factory voltmeter. This is a modern edition. Haven't tried it, but it looks like it all works, Bluetooth to the stereo. Anyway, we'll show you under the bonnet. Okay, here we are under the bonnet of this Discovery Camel Trophy. You'll see one or two differences. It's got twin batteries, one there and one there. The whole air filter assembly has been altered, probably because of the snorkel and stuff, but that's again correct for a Camel. This one, however, has got silicone hoses on it, EGR valve delete, which may have been done at the factory, and I'm told it's got an uprated intercooler in it as well. Recently reconditioned injection pump there, and yeah, just doing what it should, idling away nicely. In fairness, at 99,000 miles, it's just about running. Had a new cam belt a couple of years ago, full kit, and just doing what it should do. Next up, we have driving. Okay, here we are out in this 1995 Discovery Camel Trophy event car. It's raining outside, but this has seen far worse than that over the years. A little bit of rain doesn't really compare with what this has done. Showing 99,000 miles and driving absolutely superbly. I picked it up yesterday from a guy down on the south coast and actually drove this one back. Drove up the motorway, absolutely no problem whatsoever. No signs of any overheating or anything. Standard 300 TDI power. It has got a bigger intercooler on this one and drives just the way a Discovery should, except obviously this one is carrying quite a bit of extra weight, so you do notice that a little bit. If you're going up hills, you need to drop down to 5th gear on the motorway and stuff, but that's only to be expected. And it's a bit harsher than a standard car because a lot of the drivetrain components have all been uprated with extra strong ones for the Camel Trophy, and in that they take out a lot of the noise, vibration and harshness bits that make a normal one relatively quiet, should we say. But for what it is, it drives absolutely superbly, as I say. Gearbox and clutch are nice. The gearbox is an Ashcroft Transmissions reconditioned unit that was fitted in 2010, along with a new Vallejo clutch. There will be a little bit of backlash in the transmission, no doubt, because of the lack of the NVH rubbers and stuff, but it's minimal, it really is, and it just tanks along. Rides well. Clearly the road conditions are not what it was built for. It was built for very heavily muddy jungle tracks and things, but it just gets on with the job, it really does. It's very rattle free, probably helped by the big safety devices roll cage in it. It's got all the right equipment in it, including the original Terra Trip, which I'm told works intermittently now, but you don't really need it these days with GPS and stuff, but it is the original equipment. The only thing that's been changed, it's got this Bluetooth receiver here for the stereo, and it's got LED courtesy lights in it. But aside from that, it's exactly how a Camel Trophy should be, including the correct seat covers and stuff. Slow down to go through this village. But yeah, gearbox, no synchro issues or anything. Steers nicely, places nicely. Can't really fault it to drive it. And say showing just coming up to 99,000 miles, so the 300 TDI motor is barely running really. Turn right here. One thing I have noticed, the indicators don't self-cancel. Brakes nicely. Again, I think the brakes are relatively new on it. I mean, the last owner's had it since 2015, knew his stuff and knew what he had, and was a competent mechanic in his own right, and a very competent welder, because he's done all the sills, boot floor, body mounts, all the usual things that need doing on a Discovery 1. These big bumps. What was I saying? Yeah, he's had it since 2015, very competent mechanic, has kept it well serviced, and it just does what it says on the tin. You just know when you're driving it, it's capable of so much more than the usage it's getting these days. But you know, you can't really expect to do the MM95 Camel Trophy in one these days, should we say? It'll probably cope better than a lot of modern 4x4s, especially without any electronics on it whatsoever. Obviously, it's got power steering, and steering wise, it's fine. I'm not just sort of do all this to fight it down the road. It's going exactly where it's placed. Rescue my wife that's had a blowout from a pothole. Shame she wasn't driving this. She wouldn't get any blowouts from potholes in one of these, that's for sure. Up a very steep hill, just tugging its way up with the torque in third. Boosting. It has recently had also a reconditioned injection pump on it, so it's not smoky. I'm not sure there's much more I can tell you about it, apart from it, well, A, it's a genuine Camel, B, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. So, especially as we're now in a 20 zone, I think we'll probably pull over in a minute and leave it there. Do that here actually. So, there we have it. My name's Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495, or you can go to our website, which is www.moto-drome.com for any more information.